I'd like you to introduce yourselves. Just your first name would be great.
Okay, and my name is Tricia.
And I'm Howard.
Okay. Howard and Tricia, I'd first like to thank you for allowing us to come into your house and film your Department 56 collection. It is very impressive, and I hope that the audience will eventually enjoy what they see.
Well, thank you.
Thank
It's our
you very
pleasure.
much. We enjoy it.
How long have you been collecting Department 56?
We've been married 29 years, and we probably started collecting 30 years ago.
Okay. What motivated you to begin this hobby or collection or whatever? I don't know what you call it, a hobby or collection.
Well, I loved little houses to begin with, and so before we were even married, I saw some houses at a whole different store and collected a few of those. But then when I saw Department 56, I was really taken in with the detail work and the quality of them.
Yeah.
And how did it progress from your first house to the 1,000 houses you now own?
The first house Tricia gave me before you married, she gave me a church, and it was a New England church.
Old Michael's Church.
Old Michael's Church, Dickens.
It is impressive. I will say the first time I visited your house and saw the 10 or 11 Christmas trees and all of the houses that you set up, it is amazing. And I hope that
It's fun.
everybody enjoys the rest of the video seeing your collection. How long does it take to set up your house for?
And it takes about a whole month, however we start and finish, but it's about a month of pretty much working every day to pull things out of our storage and place them where we like them.
I know you love entertaining at the Christmas season, and it's how you invited Connie and I to come and see your collection and everything. Do you have any idea of how many people over the years have seen what you do?
Well, we kind of talked that over a little bit, and it's got to be well over 200 have been, because a lot of them are repeat visitors from our club and from our church. So to have different ones, it's probably...
One year, Tricia's sister came from New York with a tour group, and they went to Sight and Sound Theater, so they had a busload, and they came to our house as a surprise addition. People didn't even know they were coming, so we had a busload that's parked in front of our house from New York to see our decorations.
I have been to your house 3 Christmases now, and I've seen that every Christmas you have a different setup with little vignettes of things that are different. How do you decide what you're going to do for next Christmas or past Christmas? How do you decide that?
Well, I usually will find something like last year I found a North Pole candy shop. So actually it was a peppermint shop. So the dining room was all peppermint. Now this year I found a gingerbread bakery sign. So we will have gingerbread. So I'll usually find something that stimulates an idea and I kind of run with it from there.
So every year we change the whole house, basically, because we have a lot of people that come back, and Tricia doesn't want the same thing every year.
We'll see the same thing
She is always
twice.
plotting what she wants to do next year.
Well, I assume that it involves you finding new houses when they become available and so forth. So
Yes.
that is probably a factor as well.
Yes.
So at this point, I'd like you to actually give us some commentary about what we're going to see in this video. And so if you would please,
Okay.
if you see something that you can give us some notation on or some information on, we would certainly appreciate it to help educate us.
Sure.
Okay. Welcome to our house.
Oh, holy night, the stars are bright.
This is a Dickens little vignette that we set up in the entryway.
Of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and narrow
Yes, and this is Department 56. They're probably about 3 feet tall.
They're porcelain dolls. different Dickens. There's skaters. This is the skaters. These ornaments were a kit that Department 56 came out with. You could change them. You did the whole tree with those.
A new and glorious morn for
We have,
These are all
Well,
Hallmark.
yeah, these are Hallmark ornaments. That's one of our big trees in the living room, and then this is another tree in the living room. This tree topper will change music or change lights to the music. This is a Thomas Kincaid Village buildings. Some of the buildings that aren't lit, I put lights in them so they have illumination inside. This we got at
Costco.
Costco, and it was too dark, and so I put lights hanging inside of it to lighten up the inside.
He's great at adding lights to things, and it really totally changes the look.
I even accessories before Department 56 had them lit, I would solder miniature lights on the wire and light up the accessories that go with the buildings. I gave demonstrations on how to electrify the accessories.
This is another Costco piece that we got a couple years ago. Oh, this is Christmas Tree Hill.
This is the Department 56 store in York. The owner, was a mansion, and he turned it into the store. And then Department 56 made a building of that, and they were numbered. And Joe gave us like number 3 out of, I think they made 1,500 or something.
And this is the morning.
This is the big display in our morning room. This is Dickens this year. And now next year I will probably go back to put North Pole in. So I'm already planning on what we're going to do next year. And some other churches, some other accessories.
They'll set them up to look like a little
This
village.
is a little model that we made of myself and my wife Tricia, and I put that in. It's a 3D printed image of us, and every year we're in the village with that little 3D accessory. Every year we try. I make the backdrops, the mountains with styrofoam, and put glitter on them, put bushes on them so that it looks like a natural mountain.
He's great at lighting things. I will set things up and then I say, okay, now I need it lit. Well, of course, I've usually gone too far, and so he has to take it apart to be able to light it, but the end effect is really excellent.
These are buildings. This is Oxford University
In England.
in England. The Department 56 uses a lot of natural buildings and will make them into the porcelain buildings themselves.
This is New England.
This is New England. We have over a big TV room, a cabinet that we leave up. That we leave up all year, and then I usually change it every couple of years. This is the only display that we leave up all year long. The rest of the house, we tear it completely down, put back the normal furniture and everything.
We take
And
all
next year we'll do the same, a different village.
and we take all the ornaments off the trees and put the trees away bare so that the next year we can start from scratch and have it be something totally different.
On some of our Christmas trees, I there is a string of lights that you can program it with an app, and it will change the light colors. It'll change to music. We have a star at the top of the thing. These are
Hallmark.
Hallmark ornaments. Our grandkids love to push the buttons on all the Hallmark ornaments that we have.
So we have to have them at their level. So this especially is right at our 4-year-old's level, so she can push the buttons. I love to theme things, so our dining room was Santa's toy shop. You can see there's our Santa. All kinds of teddies. Every teddy bear I own.
We have questions about finding things, and the questions for this room were, where are the hiding elves? And those elves that you see hiding in the teddy bears, and they're hiding in boxes. And we have people answer about 12 to 15 questions.
And this is North Polo, and that kind of tied in with our idea of a toy shop in the dining room. So this is part of the display in the dining room. They were all toy shops.
Some of the buildings have animation like this. This was a rocking horse building. This is a Crayola building. This is one of the hiding elves. He was in a trunk.
These dolls there are Ginny dolls, and they were popular when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, which was a very long time ago. Karen Didion makes these beautiful Santas with all kinds of wonderful details.
There's lights in those.
That was one of the hiding elves.
Another one of the hiding elves. I think we had 9 hiding elves just in the dining room, which was the toy shop. This is going down to our basement. And then on our windowsill in the basement, these are Byers Carolers Christmas market buildings. This reminded us so much of when we went to the Christmas markets in Germany and Switzerland and Austria. These carolers are made in Pennsylvania, in Chalfont. There's a beautiful, big, huge manufacturing building.
And these are the Byers Carolers, yeah, the big ones.
It's another one of our collections, besides Department 56.
You're almost downstairs.
This is down in the basement. Now, the whole basement was set up with different nativity sets and a Department 56 Little Town of Bethlehem, which is all the buildings.
Yeah, we must have probably 35 different
Nativity sets. This is that one we got at Costco one year.
There's the reason for the season right there.
Jesus. That little creche, when we lived in the mountains in California, we had the nativity set, and it didn't have a stable. And so I used the trees, the pine trees, and made the stable. Made one for myself and one to give to my dad.
We went out in the yard and picked up sticks, and that became the creche.
This is another set that we got in Long Beach at a gift convention, and they look like They're clay
like
models.
claymation.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore.
These Precious Moments Nativity.
This is a bookcase that had 4 or 5 different. This is a Byers Carolers nativity set.
Complete with fuzzy sheep.
Yes. These are Boyd's Bears. It doesn't. They don't make them anymore.
The teacher.
Yes. It was set up to be a kid's nativity story. This is a Russian set, Debrek. We got that when we were moving from California back to Pennsylvania. We were in a gift shop and they had it, and so the detail on that Debrek is fantastic. This is one we got in Israel. It's all olive wood from Israel.
Actually got it in Bethlehem.
In Bethlehem, and brought it home. Well, this is the Department 56 village of Littletown of Bethlehem. And the tents, originally they had lights in them, but they didn't have electricity in Jesus' times. So I changed all the bulbs to flicker bulbs, so it looks like it's a flame or a candle.
Well, we
I
have
have a hard time hiding all the wires. It's all underneath. If you look under the village and you see all the wiring, it would
Looks
be
like
an
spaghetti.
electrician's nightmare. But they're all low voltage, not dangerous at all.
Department 56 really does a great job of detail work, so things look very realistic.
I didn't put this village up this year. Where we had one from Italy, Fontanini, which is another collection. When I start the displays, I never know how it's going to come out. That I design it as I, build it.
As do all the other decorations.
Yes.
He likes to know ahead of time where I'm heading with something. I never know. It's step by step. Like, let me see, what would look nice with that color bulbs?
It's a lot of work, but we really enjoy the creativity of changing things every year.
We love having people come to the house and see our decorations and enjoy them. Howard writes a set of questions for them that takes them from room to room to make sure that people look at everything. This was tea time.
The whole
Yes.
tree was all
Teacups.
teacups.
Yeah. This was all snowman.
This is in our family room. It was a snowman theme that year.
Good old Hallmark.
Hallmark, table topper. We have, normally this year I think we had 19 decorated, themed Christmas trees in our house. Several of them 9 foot, most of them 7.5 foot. We have other trees that may have just lights on them. Those are not included in the 19. Each year, Tricia comes up with a different theme, and we decorate. Our storage room is underneath our family room. It's an 18 by 18 room. It has 18 storage, big Gorilla storage shelves, and Tricia has everything categorized. So if she wants a certain ornament or a certain building, she all got it computerized, so she has a notebook. She knows exactly it's in box number.
A tree ornament box number
Yeah.
6, and I know where that is.
She's always updating that. She's been got a new Apple computer, and she's been changing the old books and
Lots of additions.
yes.
Wherever we go for vacation, kind of our first place that we look is, do they have a Christmas store? Let's see, that's not far from here. We'll usually find something to add to our collection.
That's our living room with one of the 9-foot trees. This is back upstairs now. This tree was a village tree and had all buildings on it.
Department
underneath
56 has a whole line of every year they add a new building, and I think they've been doing it for like 31 years. So they've got quite a array of them, and we have most of them.
This Hallmark.
Hallmark, yes, I'm sorry.
I change the lighting on the trees every year. That angel we had since we were first married, 29 years.
Mm-hmm. I was introduced to picks probably 4 or 5 years ago, so I have quite a collection of picks that I like to add to the different trees. Some more buyers. And that tree, I made all the ornaments on there. They are cross-stitched.
This is down in the basement. Tricia's activity room where she does a lot of scrapbooking, card making. This is a whole series of churches by Hallmark. The whole tree was churches from Hallmark.
I think we have 22 boxes, the file paper box size of Hallmark ornaments.
Just Hallmark ornaments.
Lots of them have buttons to push. You can see the little yellow dot there is a button that makes music, and our little granddaughter looks all over for those, and our older grandson can tell you where every single button is on them. He remembers from year to year to year. That's one of the wooden cutout ones.
Oh, this is a Hallmark table topper that plays music, and the doors open and the tree rotates.
Well, again, thank you very much. It has been a treasure and a privilege to come in and film and see what you've got. I hope that everybody enjoys it as much as I did. It certainly is nice that you allowed us to do this, and we
thank you.
appreciate it.
Love to have the people over and share with them.
That was our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.